I think MI5 and the police and our other intelligence services have been extremely effective at dealing with terrorism in the UK. There have been dozens of attacks that they've thwarted since 2001 that have been aimed at the UK. This form of attack, of course, is very much more difficult. The security service and the police have been fearing attack of this nature, where one or a few people get whatever weapons they can and attack almost at random. I wouldn't. We often see cases where somebody attempts or carries out a serious terrorist attack, a person who before has come to the attention of the security services in a more peripheral way in relation to perhaps to other plots or to extremism elsewhere. And quite often the security services and the police have to discard these individuals, not monitor them, not follow them up because of a lack of resources. And of course, everything has to be prioritised. I wouldn't be at all surprised to find that at least one of these attackers has come to the attention of the police or security services in the past. And if that's the case, then obviously questions do need to be asked. It does need to be looked at. I'm not saying that the security service could have stopped this attack, but I do wonder whether or not enough resources are being put in by government into enabling the security services to monitor some of the more peripheral players. And of course, there are huge numbers. I don't underestimate the real challenges of that task. This more rudimentary form of attack, the attack in Woolwich and also to an extent the Boston attack, does reflect, I think, our national and international security efforts against terrorism. It's made it far harder for international organised plots to take place. Doesn't mean to say they won't happen in the future. Doesn't mean to say people aren't trying to do them. But it's made it harder, and therefore I think we've seen, as a consequence, terrorists resort to more basic, rudimentary forms of attack, which are very difficult to counter. This is not new, of course, because we have seen the attack on the MP Stephen Timms by a Muslim woman in 2010 who said she was doing it in retaliation for Iraq. We saw a plot back in 2006, 2007 of a group of Muslims in Birmingham to kidnap and behead a British soldier. This is not new. And nor is it new that extremist leaders have been encouraging Muslims in Western countries to carry out attacks of this sort. It's been something the security service has known about for many years and has feared. I think we've been fortunate in many ways that it hasn't happened up to now. I think we're likely to see more of these attacks when we see all over the media attacks of this sort. I think it will inspire other people who have similar minds and have been radicalised in the same way to carry out this type of attack. So I think we need to be on our guard against that. I also believe it's quite likely that we may see an upsurge of terrorist attacks back home after we leave Afghanistan in 2014. Many British people have travelled to Afghanistan to fight the jihad there. And our soldiers have killed a number of British citizens on the battlefield in Afghanistan. And I think when that opportunity goes away, it's quite possible some of them might turn to attacking back here at home. Because, of course, we should not believe their propaganda that what they're attacking for is in retaliation for what's going on in Afghanistan and Iraq. These attacks are motivated primarily by a far deeper-seated hatred of Western democratic liberalism.